Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel, In the Margin with JJ. I'm JJ. I consider myself an avid reader and also an inspiring writer, so I wanted to combine those two passions and create my channel called In the Margin with JJ, where I take the viewer on my writing journey as I continue my current work in progress, and also along the journey as I read books and discuss those books, like what I like about them, what I don't like about them. So come along with me on my. So I tend to be an over prepared, so I wrote the questions down. So bear with me as I look up and down from the paper as I go through the AuthorTube questions. Question 1: what's your book pitch? Well, my book is about a grieving widow who spirals down a dark path of violence and self-destructive behavior to cope with the loss of his wife. Along his journey, he seeks a sense of purpose that will help him confront his demons as he tries to navigate his new normal. Question 2: if you were a book, how would you pitch yourself? Well, if I was a book, I would pitch myself as I'm a suspense thriller that will leave you on the edge of your seat wanting more. Question 3: what do you usually write? I usually write thriller and fantasy. So I'm either a J.K. Rowling disciple or James Patterson. Nothing in between. I'm either fantasy or thriller. Question 4: what is something you would never write? Well, romance. I mean, I love the movies, but just be sitting down and writing it, I don't see myself doing that. So I'm just going to stick to fantasy and thriller. Maybe one day I might write romance, but as of now, no, that's not part of my plan. Question 5: what's your goal for starting an AuthorTube channel? Well, my goal is to meet fellow writers and talk about our works in progress. Writing can be lonely, so create a community and fellowship with other writers excites me. You know, I'm kind of an introvert, so I don't really meet a lot of people, so I would love to meet people along this journey of AuthorTube. Question 6: what made you want to start writing? To be honest, I guess it was just always in me. When I was young, I used to read Goosebumps and Anna Moore's books. I used to love those covers, and then one day in 7th grade, I had an idea, and I just started writing. So my ideal in 7th grade was these 10 kids going to a haunted house, and then chaos ensues. And I just used to write that over and over and over, trying to perfect it, but then one day I just never perfected it and lost it and just never decided to do it again. Question 7: what's your publishing path? Well, to be honest, I want to be traditionally published, but if that doesn't happen, I do self-publishing. I took Sarah Cannon Publishing Thrive course like 2 years ago, and it was amazing. If you want to do self-publishing, I was just taking her course. She provided so much information about the self-publishing journey, the ups and downs that she's gone through. It was amazing. Question 8: what content do you bring to the AuthorTube table? Well, the content that I bring, I think I bring my perspective. I've been looking on AuthorTube like for the past year, because that's how long I've been thinking about starting a channel. And I just dived in, and I don't see a lot of black creators, and then the black creators I do see, they're women. I don't really see a lot of black male creators on AuthorTube, so that's what I hope to bring to AuthorTube, the black male perspective journey. Question 9: what's your biggest writing struggle? Well, I'll say my biggest writing struggle is I'm not an English teacher, so I have a lot of grammatical errors that I'm working on trying to fix every day. You know, some days I catch them, and then some days I don't. But if you get it, then please reach out to me because I definitely need help. Question 10. What's your best writing skill? I would say my best writing skill is my creativity. If you just give me anything, I could create a story out of thin air. So that's what I think my best writing skill is. What's your biggest AuthorTube question? My biggest AuthorTube question would be, was it easy creating a community or was it difficult? And do you still enjoy making content? Because, you know, I see a lot of people that got 100 videos. My thing is like, do they still enjoy making the content or like they just got used to it so they just make it? So that was my biggest question. Question 12. Are you looking for any new channels to follow? Betas, CPs, or other writer buddies? I already follow a few channels and I've been following them for the past year and I just love them so much. So just want to say shout out to Alyssa in the Books, Issamina, Rio Writes, Cody the Writer, LDJ Writes, Lindy Wong, and then also Sarah Cannon and Heart Readings. I just love those channels so much. I just love y'all journey. So best of luck to you guys on your journey. And also, I'm almost going to finish my current work in progress, so I'll be on the lookout for beta readers soon. So if you're a beta and want to read my current work in progress, just let me know. 13. What are you most excited for doing this new fresh start on YouTube? Well, I'm excited to like possibly meet some of those AuthorTubers that I just named in the previous question. Then I'm just also excited to see where this goes. You know, starting a new adventure can be scary, but they always say you don't know if you don't try. So here's me trying, and hopefully I'm successful with it. But if I'm not, at least I can say, well, I tried. Go check out some of my videos.